What?
We're live. We're live. Yeah.
It was off.
It's fine. We weren't live, but then we were live, and it was just dangerously close to when we were live.
I see.
I was in another window, so we did not see the little yellow button.
Yes.
So
we were looking at the thing that I said.
Yes.
Well, we're live now.
Okay, good to know.
That's good to know. Not like we're talking about secrets. Nope.
Shit.
That's not what we're
Okay.
doing.
Speak
Sean.
for yourself.
This still says Zoom. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know.
Zoom and a boom boom. Just shake it
Yeah.
up.
Put under the input.
I did.
Huh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Good.
Hang on. I was already there. There's nothing there.
Usually it's just
Okay.
There we go.
My dudes, I'm gonna mute for just a second because we're trying to figure out, and he's gonna slice me open apparently.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, it sounds good.
It's great that you know about my dudes now.
What do you mean why now?
Well, I'd never heard you use the phrase before recently.
It's because I work with millennials who say it.
Okay, because I've been saying it on Twitter for months now, so.
Oh, well, I work with many 25-year-olds who all say it.
My dude.
My dudes. All right, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
You hand me the roll of paper towels there? So I can put it underneath this so it's not a big click every time I set my bottle down. You're welcome, people listening.
Wait, can they hear us?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not mute. It's Blythe mute?
It's just her mute.
Oh, okay. Hooray. Yes, 3 days later, we're finally sober. Well, you know, Amanda gave me this because I forgot to drink it earlier.
There's also already been 2 beer spills since
Yes.
I got home from work. I was going to say since Rissy got here, but that's not true. One of them was when I was here by myself.
I was going to say, yeah, I can't blame me on that one. Blame that one on me.
I can't really blame you on either because I knocked your beer over the second time.
You can kind of blame me, though, because I have an entropy bubble.
That's true.
I've reversed gravity on a couple of occasions.
Okay. Then it is your fault.
It is my fault. Yeah. I'm perfectly willing to accept the blame for things like that.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to put the blame onto others when the opportunity arises.
I think this is why our friendship works so well.
I know.
Oh, puke barf.
Welcome back.
Hashtag jelly.
Are you totes jelly?
Totes jelly, yeah.
Totes jelly? Oh my god.
What's it like to have a friend?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Say.
Although, I've been working on my new, my as Sean calls her, my work girlfriend.
Oh.
We were like chatting on Slack over the break, and he was like, "Who are you talking to?"
Is this the one you're kind of lezzing out for?
Yeah. I hope she never listens to this.
I was gonna say. I was just gonna say. I hope she's listening live right now.
That's me. I'm your embarrassing Jiminy Cricket.
She's definitely not listening live now. She doesn't know my fake name. It's fine. Yeah, and I'm not like
Wait,
I have.
call you real name?
What?
Does she call you real name?
No, of course not.
Nobody
okay.
calls her real name.
Okay.
But my last name stays.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
What now we've confused everyone who's watching. Everyone is like, "What? You're using a fake name?" No,
Blythe is
I'm
actually
using
a leftover Soviet spy. After the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1990, she she was very
As
young
a
at the
toddler,
time. Yeah.
yes.
She was very young, but her parents had been Soviet spies, and she was born here, and so they just kind of figured that, like, well, there really isn't a Soviet Union anymore, so let's let bygones be bygones and just stay here in the country.
Or the easier explanation is I picked up a stage name in high school and everybody started calling me by it, and then it just...
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you're right. Yours makes way more sense.
It does. It's much more likely.
Yes,
Occam's
Occam's
razor. and all
razor.
that.
Razor bitches.
Twinsies, triplitsies.
That would have hurt for us to come out of someone's vagina.
At the same time, yes.
Yeah. There are women who apparently have some kind of crazy rocket birth that's much more damaging to your vagoo.
If you're birthing a rocket, I imagine it would be very damaging.
All the jet fuel that melts
Yeah.
your steel beams.
It does.
But know that, like, if the baby shoots out of you in, like, 10 minutes or less, it's very damaging. Because really, it's not supposed to happen that quickly.
I guess it depends on how lubed up it is.
Yeah, generally, you haven't had time to dilate much.
Yeah, I know.
And so it's an even smaller hole that fucking watermelon is coming through.
Okay, there we go. Making sure that was loaded.
Loaded. I'll think about it.
Okay.
I'll come up with something.
Okay. There's a lot of information to unleash today, you guys, because it's 2018.
Unleash the information.
And we made a whole lot of changes. Super. Okay, I'm gonna keep this kind of vague. Hopefully, you guys will know. But, any preferences? If you look at the Damsel news that I mentioned. I mentioned a giveaway, and Amanda, if you'll go take a look at that, if we can decide what those are, it would be nice to show them because they're sitting next to me. I just don't know, and it can be more than two because we do have quite a few.
One of them could be the one that's still sitting here.
Is it finished?
No.
Is it going to be?
Yes. That's why she's here tonight.
Okay. Oh no, I'm not going to stay here until it's done.
You're gonna put at least eyeballs on it.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna put wings on it.
Yeah, I thought so too. I'm tired.
This bitch
don't care. Her's finishing it.
Oh.
Thank you, Amanda. Okay, well that can definitely be one.
I'm gonna clog your toilet.
Okay.
Yikes.
Actually, man, I can't wait to talk about this poop I had the other day. But I'll say
well,
that
don't talk about it now. Gross lady.
I am a gross lady.
You're gross. I wouldn't say you're a lady.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I ain't no lady.
I'm using the term loosely. So Amanda, of the others, do you want to do the green one that you made?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have Rissy's at the ready by any chance?
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Amanda and I are connected by an earbud.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna put this here so that I don't accidentally spill.
So I was gonna say, so you
it.
don't knock beer onto it. Yeah, that's good.
Not that I would do that. I totally would do that again.
Sean, can you stop him?
Verily, 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 verily.
Okay. That's the thing you do. I'm a bad person.
Yes, so am I, though.
I know.
I also am a very bad person. But that's the great thing about being chaotic neutral, is it doesn't pain me to laugh at things that you're not supposed to laugh at. All y'all good aligned motherfuckers.
Yeah, but I've told you that I've updated my alignment. That I think I'm neutral good, not actually lawful good.
Well, yeah. I mean, but you're still good.
Yeah.
Loser.
Okay.
Ah!
That seems unnecessary.
It would to someone who's lawful good, like Blythe.
Shut up, bitch. Okay. Okay. Did I post? God, I hope I posted. I hope I posted. How many social medias do we need? How many Twitters? How many Facebooks?
I can see one Twitter's.
Sorry, I missed the opportunity to say how many social medias do we need? How many tweets? How many books?
That is.
It's chorus line, you guys.
Hang on.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute the microphone just a second because I have to tell Rissy something that I don't want to be captured.
I really need this job. Please, God, I need this job. I hope I get this job. I hope you finished telling her. Because I finished singing my song.
Okay, and we're back.
And we're back.
I'll tell you about that later, Blythe. But
I ain't worried about it.
Song from Chorus Line about tits.
an ass.
An
An
ass.
ass.
Bought myself a fancy pair. Tighten up the derriere. Did the nose with it. All that goes with it. It's a gas. Just a dash of silicone. Shake your new maracas and you're fine. Tits and ass will change your life. They sure changed mine.
Woo!
Thank you.
Now show us your tits.
Just kidding. Sean is looking at me with
He's like, what?
such confusion from the kitchen.
What?
Man, clearly I need to take him to see Chorus Line.
Can you find a showing of Chorus Line these days?
Are you crazy? The old people go crazy for Chorus Line, so every community theater does it every 5 years or so.
Oh, okay, okay. That old people do spend money on things.
That you have to please your old people crowd. They're the ones who are your biggest moneymakers. That's why community theater mostly does garbage theater.
Like Bye Bye Birdie. Oy.
Ugh.
We
Anything
love
by
you,
Roger
Conrad. Oh, yes, we do.
And
I-
we'll be true.
I'm 15 and I got married at the end of this play. It's considered happy. Can't even with that shit.
No.
And 2 ballet sequences. Oh, God. Why did I even start thinking about that?
Gross.
Because you hate yourself.
I do.
And want yourself to be unhappy.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. And did you guys check your audio? And Amanda,
Yes.
did you fiddle with the stuff on the back at all?
Fiddler on the back.
I mean, we'd switched it back to the same setting that it normally is for me. So
Okay.
I think that that setting is good for any of this.
Yeah,
stuff.
I think if you're on the #1 setting and it's closer to you than Rissy, then that should
And
honestly.
it is.
And
yeah.
is it pointed a little towards Rissy?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like right here, pointed kind of.
Okay, perfect. Between the two of you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, I'll be right back, but go ahead and pull up your show note.
Shout notes
Shout
from us
notes.
group notes.
No.
Shout
Show
notes.
notes.
Shout notes.
And then we'll get
Shout notes
started
begins with an I.
shortly, you freaking weirdos.
And boop snoot rhymes with poop shoot.
I want, every time I think like boop snoot, I either think a couple of things. Instead of goof troop, I think
Was that really the lyrics?
boop snoot, and then I think poop shoot.
The silicone?
And so we can sing the theme song to goof
Was
troop.
that really?
With
I don't
Poop
know.
Shoot. Or I
It's
think
70s.
boot scoot and boogie,
Yeah, dude.
and then I think
Big to like
boop
the
snoot and boogie.
Okay, so I'm back, and I have to say that while I was gone, Sean goes, "Was that the actual lyrics to the song, or were you making that up?" And I was like, "No, those are the real lyrics." And he's like, "Silicone and everything?" Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that all happen in the
Yep.
80s? Breast implants.
When-
Breast implants.
Because Chorus Line came out in like the 70s, right?
Silicone breast implants have been around for a long fucking time.
Yeah, Rissy says that silicone breast implants have been around for a long time.
I know.
The
I had to do some
explosion might
research first.
have come in the 80s, but
Yeah. Oh, well, the thing about the 80s was the gigantic mega breast phenomenon of silicone. But yeah, the implants themselves, I think, were around in the 50s.
yeah, well, there you go.
It was just more rare.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just changed my mind. Actually, can we
Find out.
save Rissy's thing that she's finishing tonight and do her other one, because all 3 other pieces that I've Then all 3 pieces will be the same size we'll be doing for a giveaway.
Okay.
That works for me.
And then we'll do a giveaway with her larger piece. You still have to finish it tonight, Rissy.
No, not tonight.
You have to.
Rissy is tired.
When else are you going to finish it?
I got other nights.
No, you
No,
don't.
you
'cause you're
literally
leaving right
don't.
away, remember?
Can't you send it with me?
No, you'll never send it back, and it will be very expensive. I shipped
Yeah.
things to Canada the other day. It was like $15 to ship like little nothings of packages.
Okay, fine. I don't have time to do the wings.
Well, that's fine. Deprive our fans.
You bitch.
Okay. All right.
Also, breast implants, early 60s.
Yeah, 61.
Breast implants came around in the early 60s, Sean.
What?
Breast implants came in the early 60s.
Well, that's
Turns
silicone
out it's
breast
so
implants.
long.
There were women would inject their breasts with saline long before that.
Yeah.
I'm literally trying to start right now, and you're killing it.
I'm gonna stop the dryer.
Okay. All right, ladies. Let us get our recordings ready to go. What is today? Today is the 3rd.
And it's 2018.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So
Wait, what? I thought it was
What?
2007.
shut up.
It is, Rissy. It is.
That's how time works. I'm pretty sure. Every now and then you just go backwards a decade.
Right? Isn't that how time works for most people?
I mean, in our D&D game, that's how it works.
Shh, we're not allowed to talk about that no more.
Oh,
Yeah, you're not.
says you.
Yes, that says, who else said it? It was literally out of my mouth.
That's what I just said.
Out of your mouth, just like
I don't
the
know why
bats.
we're arguing. We all agree
I just
that
don't
you
know
said
why
it.
you needed to clarify the thing that was clearly obvious.
We
It was
should
so
start the
obvious. It
thing.
was also all right. Are you ready to click record?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Click.
And we're gonna clap. Only one of you clap, or you'll confuse me.
Go for it. I'll let you do it.
Ready?
Okay.
Hang on. Hang on. Let me switch back so you can actually see.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't need to see to hear me count down. Ready?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, Amanda, we have to get you plugged in to your Wi-Fi.
No, I've noticed that on the clips video that like it's
Yeah.
there's serious delay. So I know that the delay is definitely
Which is crazy because I heard the sound that I made, and then like the 1 second delay when I heard it come out your end, I was like, what?
Okay. Amanda and Rissy, did you see the changes to the end?
yes.
No.
And do you understand the changes to the end?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I figured you would because I know we've discussed it. This is the first time we're implementing it.
Amanda, I don't actually, but I think that I'll wing it just fine.
God
Okay.
damn it, Rissy. Attack of the
Oh,
giant
precious
kitty cat.
baby.
Oh, hey, baby.
Oh.
Look at this smushy face. Oh, look at this smushy face. Oh, he hates me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That foot coming up like he wants to just
He's
bat
like,
you.
He's purring. It's fine.
Actually, cats purr under many circumstances. Oftentimes when they are in distress.
Stop
or physical
mansplaining
pain.
everything.
Jesus
Anything
Christ. I'm
said
cat-splaining.
because the cat pulled out my
Stop.
earphones, but I think it started with
This is
actually,
funny.
so I didn't care anyway.
Yeah, yep. And
Cool,
then I
cool,
yelled at her for doing it.
Female cats will purr while they are giving birth.
Thank you, Amanda. Yes, I am aware. But I wasn't giving birth to him, so doesn't apply.
That you know it.
Justin says at the gym they're playing I'm in Love with Your Body, Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. Suck it, North Dakota guy.
Gross. Okay,
Oh, I should go here so that and then scroll there.
There we go. Okay. Yeah.
We are ready when
Yup.
you are ready.
I am also ready.
No. That's why I gave it to you so that you drink it, because if you don't, it's just going to get thrown away. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, give me 1 second because I need my water. I'm dehydrated as fuck.
Yes, get your water while we sit here
With our booze.
with 3 types of booze in front of us.
Yep. Yar me hearties. This be Amanda and Rissy's post where we get drunk in the nethers. What? Wait. Did Blythe just blink out of existence?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Also, did you say our nethers are going to get drunk?
Yes.
Are we vag chugging?
Yeah, we're butt/vag chugging with tampons tonight.
We can be fanny chugging, and then it could be either one depending on where
Fanny
you live.
chugging, yes.
That's worldly, y'all.
It's not. Do you have your water?
She can't hear. Now she can hear. We said that you're very pretty and that we missed you, and that was all we said while you were gone.
She speaks the truth.
I don't believe you, but I also don't give a fuck. So let's start this thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wait, hang on a second. Why? Oh, okay. Sorry. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Hello, and welcome to episode 72 of the Dork Pridecast. My name is Blythe.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Rissy. We make up a comedy group called the Damsels of Dorkington, and this is our podcast, which is also funny, depending on how much you like poop jokes and dick jokes, or if you're drunk. Cheers.
Cheers. This is vodka, not water. It is vodka.
Totally full of vodka.
That was a good New Year's resolution you made, Blythe. Drink a bottle full of vodka at every podcast.
Every day, not just every podcast.
Oh, man. It's going to be fun. This is like a fun experiment about the regenerative properties of the liver.
It's a great weight loss program because you just puke everything you've eaten because you've drank.
You mean
all the
drink.
alcohol.
Actually, it's the greatest weight loss program of all because you'll die.
And then you die.
Yeah.
Nobody loses weight faster than a dead person.
It's true.
Oh, old so-and-so, they weigh 0 pounds because they no longer exist.
Yep.
Hello.
So, Blythe, do you have some fun stories?
I mean, I do, but I did want to remark for those who are listening to just the audio version, Amanda and Rissy, those lucky bastards, are still in the same room.
Yeah, we
We
are.
whoop, whoop.
I'm jealous.
I'm touching her butt right now.
Uh-huh.
But that's your butt.
Yep. That is my butt.
That's
and
her
she is
boob.
touching it. Yep.
I
that
touched
too.
her boob and her butt.
All this and more can be yours, not for being a patron. If you were Amanda.
That's
If you want to pay the amount of money it would cost to be me, which is
Contract killing and taxidermy?
God.
yeah, it probably actually wouldn't cost that much.
I mean, how much
I
does
think the taxidermy would be very expensive.
Yeah, I'd probably be pretty easy to find and kill though, because I'm mostly sedentary and
Sessile. You're mostly sessile.
that's a nicer way to put it, but it means the same goddamn thing.
Also, it's probably not that hard to work out where you work.
No, because that's
How many world famous geneticists are there in Kansas City?
Yes. Also, I'm published and like that information is just on the paper.
Right.
So there's
Yeah,
that too.
there you go.
So I'm saying, though, that the taxidermy would be insanely expensive.
You'd have to find somebody who'd be okay with taxidermying a human.
Norman
Right.
Bates.
And that they don't come cheap.
Yeah.
I don't even know if our good pal Chuck Testa would do it for us.
Norman
You
Bates.
need to get that crazy lady from Tideland.
Norman Bates.
It didn't look good, though. It wasn't the kind of Amanda, like, if we did it Norman Bates style, it wouldn't look like the right kind of Amanda that I would let touch my butt.
I'm just
I'd be
saying,
like, Amanda, you a zombie now.
Yeah.
on
And then
Bates
she'd only
Motel,
let me touch like her arm.
My shotgun.
Yeah.
his work on Bates Motel is pretty decent. So
I don't watch
Oh, I haven't seen
TV.
I sometimes need bullshit to put on in the
that.
background.
Don't act like you're too good to watch TV. You haven't watched TV because you haven't been able to recently.
That's true.
You haven't had access.
What?
Yes.
She said.
Although I have now seen the first season of The Good Place, and what else did we just a bunch of Fringe?
Oh. I never watched that. I think I watched half of, or maybe a very small part of the first episode and was like, nah.
I liked the first episode because it was about gross plagues.
Has anybody watched the new season of Black Mirror?
Yes.
Not yet.
I done watched all of that shit.
We finished the 4th episode last night. Some of them are okay, but I'm actually pretty disappointed with this season so far.
It doesn't really get better.
Okay.
It's just all kind of disappointing. Yeah. Like one was okay, but there were some. I have some issues with some of the things that they do and some of the things. 3 was awful. 3 was. I didn't like.
Does anybody fuck another pig?
Yep, everyone. That's literally the theme this season.
Every
pig
episode
fucking?
is just pig fucking.
I'm okay with that.
It's just an hour of pig fucking, and it's just like, God damn it, more pig fucking? Yep.
You guys say that I'm a snob.
I want them to fuck other animals at least. I mean, like, some variety would be nice.
Can't we get a fucking
Like-
narwhal in there?
Some gorilla fucking.
An elephant up in this bitch. Okay, well, we won't talk too much about that
Cuddle?
since Rissy
I just
hasn't
want to
seen
cuddle
it.
an elephant. I think we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we have.
Yeah, but I mean, over time, you'd let it put its trunk in your vag. We know that.
Yep.
I mean,
Also, because
What
you're a
happens
size
between
queen, like
me-
eventually you're gonna start wondering.
Right.
I mean, what happens between me and my elephants?
Also,
I feel like it's none of your business.
if you're cuddling elephants, you're going to be leading them on. You're going to be giving them ideas about you.
Maybe.
You don't want to be a trunk tease.
At least they'll be sad when I'm dead.
But you'll be
They
so
mourn their dead.
skinny.
They do.
I know. I'll be so skinny and they'll be sad. It just that like.
You'll have lost all the weight,
What more can a person want?
right?
To be skinny and missed.
And mourned by elephants.
Oh,
Well,
those
this
are
is-
my actual
Your
like,
New Year's
goals
resolutions.
/ resolutions for this year.
Be mourned by elephants. Lose all the weight.
Lose all the weight. Be mourned by elephants.
We should talk about New Year's resolutions.
That could be your Dork Pride chat.
Oh, that's
Save
true.
that for later.
She said with the mini bottle of Fireball grasped in her claws.
Also, aren't we a little old for New Year's resolutions?
You're never too old to hate yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, I haven't actually. We'll talk about it later, I guess.
mean,
But
I-
I haven't
Nobody
made
actually
a
does them.
New Year's resolution legitimately since I was like almost a teenager, probably.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that I've ever legitimately made an actual, like, here's a thing that I want to actually try to do and will actually try to do.
When I was a kid, every so often, because of the religion I was indoctrinated into, I would try to resolve to quit masturbating. It's a New Year's resolution.
Oh,
That never
okay.
worked.
Weird.
I mean, I did that, but I don't know that it was ever a New Year's specific thing. Just a like, oh my God, I'm going to hell. I need to stop doing this thing. But it feels so good.
And that's the thing, as a girl, it's real hard to get caught.
Yeah.
Like, you're not filling your socks with devil fluid.
Nope. You're just humping a pillow
Yes.
or a bed sheet
Or a beanbag.
or whatever you
Or a
want.
stuffed animal.
Or the plastic leg of a chair,
Mm-hmm.
This got really weird
right?
and like
I
super
just-
not sexy.
I know. I thought that would be the best thing to throw out there.
Right.
as a
Well,
thing
because,
to-
I mean, talking about us as preteens, we're not supposed to be sexy.
no.
Well, good. You've achieved that.
Awesome.
I mean,
up top.
If you saw pictures of, I feel like any of us as preteens,
Yeah.
we were not sexy.
Not sexy.
No, not even close.
No.
I was not one of those little girls that dudes are like, oh, I'm going to set up a website and see when she turns 18. Ho, ho, ho.
No.
Nope.
And I've seen a picture of 18-year-old Blythe, and she looks like a baby.
That's
A
true.
little baby.
Yeah,
I have
it,
a big fat baby face.
It always creeped me out when I would get hit on when I was 18, 19, 20 because I looked 14 and I was like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with you, sir? Like, how do you?
He just wanted to take you to Red Lobster, Blythe. He
I
was a gentleman.
My work girlfriend totally had the same experience.
What? You need to tell people about the experience first, clearly.
Okay, so when I was like
I don't know that we've talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
when I was like 18 or 19, I was at a gas station. And this was back before there was pay at the pump. So I had to go inside. Or at least it wasn't as widely available So I had to go inside to pay. And as I was paying for my gas, a random gentleman who I had never seen before and would never see again said to me, "Hey girl, what you doing later? I'd like to take you out to a nice dinner at Red Lobster." And I was a poor kid, and I love Red Lobster as much as the next person, but I at least recognize that is not a nice dinner.
I thought Red Lobster was a nice dinner when I was 18.
Yeah. I mean, like, I was going to say, as a poor kid, that was like the fancy place.
But we were 18 a lot earlier than you were 18.
Yeah, that's
so.
I think one of the first realizations that maybe it wasn't such a nice place was on the show Will and Grace.
Oh, yeah.
When Karen makes fun of it about like poor people talking about going to Red Lobster like it's a fancy restaurant. I was like, oh no, I guess it's not.
Next, are they going to say the Olive Garden isn't fancy?
I don't know that I thought the Olive Garden was fancy.
I did.
But Red Lobster was like you get to go to wherever you want to go on your birthday, and we always picked Red Lobster.
Got to get them mud bugs.
I lived in this weird world where I was like lower middle class, but I went to a school that was like upper middle class.
I was going to say, don't you technically live in Johnson County, or didn't you technically live in Johnson County?
No, I lived in Wyandotte, but I transferred to a Johnson County school because Wyandotte schools are awful.
For those of you who don't know, Wyandotte County, or Kansas City, Kansas, abuts the suburbs of Kansas City that are one of the wealthiest places on earth. And their schools reflect that. And so to go from Wyandotte school districts to Johnson County schools, it's kind of a big fucking deal.
It is. So, yeah, it was very strange. So I guess I knew that like Red Lobster was the place that my family would go for a nice dinner, but I also subjectively knew based on my classmates' lives that like when we were going to say homecoming and prom and whatever, they were taking, we were all going to way nicer restaurants than Red Lobster. So I knew that like Red Lobster is not a take your date to a fancy place. So I kind of had my foot. It is
if you were still going to a YCO school.
Yes,
then.
I suppose so. And to be fair, it was a gas station near my home. So yes.
So he probably thought he was actually offering you a really nice dinner.
Oh, yes. I'm quite certain he did. I'm quite certain.
And that's the thing. It's like it's certainly an expensive dinner for like that price bracket, like that echelon, if you will.
Because I was going to say, when I was 18, which again would have been 5 years before you were 18, so older, and I don't think Will and Grace had entered the entered the public consciousness yet.
Yeah.
So I had my own income, and I was living with my first serious high school boyfriend, and like once every 2 to 3 months, we'd round up enough extra money because we both worked food service jobs, and so I grew up in Lawrence, which because of a lot of weird zoning shit, didn't have much in the way of chain restaurants until the very end of the 1990s. And actually it still doesn't have a lot of chain restaurants in it, like sit-down chains. And so there was like, to go to an Olive Garden or a Red Lobster, you had to go to either Kansas City or you had to go to the state capital of Topeka, Kansas, which I like to consider Ravenloft because the sun never actually shines there and it's full of the undead. But
you're not wrong.
Is right?
Also the Westboro Baptist Church. I was in Topeka the first time I ever came across them, so that's what I associate.
Oh, see, they protested all sorts of shit in Lawrence because we have like the art and culture.
They were right next door.
But Topeka though had like a mall and a Red Lobster, and so we would go to the mall, and I would get new Vans and new Victoria's Secret underwear because that was so sexy in 1999, and I would re-up on my 80s cartoon t-shirts from Hot Topic that I could wear on top top of my super sexy Victoria's Secret, and then we would go to Red Lobster and feel on top of the world.
Are you me? I feel like that's the same life I lived in the late 90s.
Right?
Weirdly, I had a very similar experience myself a few years
The
behind.
greatest thing to come out of that period is I was in a Claire's boutique in the mall in Topeka, Kansas, and I happened to catch that they had a TV screen that was showing music videos, and I saw part of a video from Daft Punk's Discovery album, and I'm like, what is this? This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so I had to track down the album and watch all the rest of the videos, which were eventually like actually come from a movie that's done like anime style, and that the album is used as a soundtrack for. So I guess it's technically a rock opera, techno opera. I don't even know.
Why not?
But yeah, it was because it's I don't know if you've seen any of the Daft Punk music videos from that album, which came out in 2000.
I didn't know Daft Punk wasn't a relatively new band. You just have made my brain melt.
Daft Punk's been around for a minute.
I had no idea.
Was completely unaware of them at that time.
Well, this was my introduction to them. They had this amazing series of videos, again, taken from a movie, about blue aliens, and the aliens love music and partying, and then there's this evil guy on Earth who sends a spaceship and like assassins and shit to steal some of the aliens that are a rock group, and he takes them back to Earth and makes them look like humans and make them perform, and then there's this other alien that's like trying to get them back, and yeah.
Amanda, now's when you deploy the hand.
No, I'm curious about this. This sounds like reverse time traveled like Avatar fan fiction. That
went into the past. Well, they weren't sexy blue cat aliens. They were just blue. Otherwise, they looked completely human.
Like, Cameron had just finished Titanic at that point. He knew Avatar was going to be a while, so he just started writing fan fiction, and people turned.
Yeah, for Daft Punk, which James Cameron was so into in the late 90s.
I'm pretty sure that's how it happened.
Yep.
Well, this has been a fun start to the episode. I don't know if you guys knew this, but we do have some business to attend to because
spanking time.
I don't no. You're right there with Amanda. It's gonna get really awkward really quickly when she reaches over and starts sanding your bean. She can't even hear me. Amanda took away her earbud.
I was too into her like smacking my ass to.
I never say no when someone is presenting.
Yeah.
Of course. Why would you? So it's 2018 for those of you who do not know.
Wait, what?
When did this happen?
Happy New Year. It already sucks. Yay. We'll talk about my 2018 so far later, but suffice to say, it blows. But you know what doesn't blow?
Not on any of us.
Damsel 2018.
I think it's too soon to say.
No, it definitely.
No, you're right. You're right. That's what Blythe said is totally.
We have launched a whole bunch of new things. We are excited, and we hope that you are also excited. And if you're not, well, fucking lie to us and tell us you're excited anyway. Amanda, do you want to touch on some of the new shit?
Oh, I bought new bras.
Yes.
No.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So we have changed some of the Patreon award levels. So I think anybody in the 20, if your pledge was anywhere between 20 and 50, you should go update because we've added a couple new levels, and so you will need to pick, because right now it's showing people as like no reward requested or some nonsense because it doesn't automatically update.
They wouldn't let me change the total of a reward, so I had to completely delete the reward, which deleted everyone from it who had chosen it previously.
Right.
So if you were at the $20 or $25 reward previously, you're gonna want to pop over to the Patreon right now and update your shit. Because right now,
I think there were like 8 or so.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah. So, because right now you don't have a reward, which means Patreon's not going to give me your information going forward, and I'm not gonna get what I need to get you the things that you need.
So, like Justin, who is in the chat right now, I know you are one of the people who is at that level. Because I remember looking at it earlier, like, why did all of these people suddenly? Oh no, I understand now.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
It's my fault.
Can I just read those names real quick? There's
go for it.
So Travis Mays, John Kozlowski, Greg Milliken, John Latch, who's also in the chat, Justin, Gordon Nelson, and Carlos Macera.
Yeah.
So your pledges are still there. You just have to kind of go in and
choose a reward. I think.
Just I want this thing. Give me this thing.
And if it looks confusing, like cancel your pledge and repledge, and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Pledge is already processed for last month. So if you cancel it and repledge right now, nothing will change, and you'll just be processed again next month.
Yeah, and you'll still stay at this where you. Yeah, it's not like anything's reset and you're gonna lose anything.
No, we won't lose. Yeah, you won't lose anything. We know you're still there. Don't worry about it. With that information, the reason I was trying to change the $25 level is it actually dropped to $20. So
it did.
If you want to stay at that level, you can actually lower your pledge. You're welcome. We're doing you such a favor.
Although we also would still like to have your money. So if you want to leave it there. So now there is instead of it was just a 25, but now there is a 20 and a 35.
Yes.
Between 10 and 50. So there's just a little more fun,
options, guys.
Yeah, room access. So
the $25 level, which became the $20 level, it still has the same thing where after 3 months you will be a part of our 2018 VIP group, and if we have a private party, you're invited, and you'll get to upgrade your seats and everything like that. But we also added an additional reward to that level, and it is a special thank you on this here podcast, just like this.
Indeed.
Now that is not totally different from what we were doing. It's just that everyone below the $20 level is going to be, we're still going to thank you. We're still going to say thank you, but we're going to keep it quick and to the point, unless you're at that $25 level and above, and then, $20 level and above. And then we'll do a little special thank you. It might be a song, or we might write you a poem on the spot, which will be really bad, or a joke, or just do it in a stupid character voice. You know,
if you want to hear us call your name and say horrible things about you, then that's what you get at the upper level.
That's where you want to be.
Definitely what you get. So,
yes,
that's that.
And then, yes. So then we have added a $35 level in the middle. So what that also adds is that every 2 months, we will send you a new piece of merch or a special little handcrafted item made by one of us.
Do poops count?
No.
Yes, no, I mean that's butt crafted. But if she
handcrafted. If you make poop with your hands, then you can send it.
Okay, but the thing is, what if I had it, shellacked so it didn't smell bad no mo?
If you did that yourself with your own hands, then
with your own hands, it has to be handcrafted. You can make it out of your butt first, but then you have to utilize your hands to turn it into something else and also shellac it.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, that would count.
We got any real weirdos out there?
They're out there. They're just not brave enough to email us.
We don't judge.
#negative.
Can ask for.
Yes.
That's what we need. People to come and neg us live on air. That would, oh God, that would be so wonderful.
No, we're negging them.
Oh, with our poop? Isn't that just us throwing poop at them?
No, I said they're
That's
too
not what
afraid
negging
to
is.
email us. I'm negging them like,
That's just assault.
Oh.
yeah, that is assault. Ask Jared Leto. Look
I
it
don't
up,
want to
boys
ask
and
him
girls.
anything. He might try and choke me.
Yeah, motherfucker's an asshole. Yeah, so the merch stuff for the $35 level is going to be larger. The $10 level, we're doing things like stickers and buttons, and things like that. Smaller items,
Little
magnets,
poops.
that sort of thing.
Little poops, like the little rabbit poops.
Rabbit turds.
Exactly, little rabbit turds. But then we also wanted to do something a little bit larger, but not every month, because that would be too much stuff sitting around my apartment, and there's already too much stuff sitting around my apartment. So, but these will be things like those little fabric bags with the handles. We've wanted to make those for a while. Maybe hats, or maybe the occasional T-shirt, but larger items that, you know.
Can we do lobster bibs so when they go to Red Lobster, they'll have a special damsel bib?
I would
that's what the people
not
want.
hate that.
Yeah.
And can we have like art of us as lobsters?
Sure.
Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's
I think Blythe still has to be the smoking fish.
Oh,
so.
that's true actually. So I guess so the
Oh,
bib,
and I could still be the crab.
you could. So but I'm still Pizza Rat, so I guess it would just be like the three of us.
No, you can be the chip seagull.
Oh, the chip seagull, yes.
So then we keep with the
The
ocean.
nautical theme,
Yes.
yeah.
And you
I guess
still
I'm
that
down
makes
for
me
this.
stop.
scavenger.
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm forever and
Yeah.
always a scavenger.
But yeah, besides those sorts of things, there will also be the handmade items, such as.
So we're going to be, to kind of promote this, we are going to be giving away three handmade items. So in the month of January, once the patron pledges all process, we are going to pick 3 random patrons and send them 3 handmade items that we made while we were together in Kansas City.
Which you may have seen some pictures.
Yes.
The social
You may-
medias.
Right. We were posting pictures of
social
our
media.
arts and crafts
Mhm.
night, but we didn't post any of the finished product really that you could see. But I'm going to show you right now if you're watching this live. The first item we're going to be giving away, these are little 3x3 paintings. And this is the one I made. And if you'll notice,
That's our blood.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Amanda's blood, and this is my blood, and this is Rissy's blood, and that's why it's green and purple and red. And so it's just a little drippy painting that we hope will remind you of us, because it's in our colors. And I made it with my own 2 hands. And I licked it with my own 1 tongue. Right now, proof.
Okay.
Hot. So that's a little extra for whoever wins that one.
It's extra.
The second tiny painting we're going to be giving away was made by Amanda. And it is a painting of Gonzo.
Yes, Gonzo.
Or if you turn it any other way, it's a dick
It's
and
an
balls.
upside down Gonzo.
Penises. Got them for you.
Just one penis.
One.
Not multiple penises.
That's true. So this
But
was
yeah.
made by Amanda's own hands. And last, but of course not least, Rissy made a tiny painting. And it needs no introduction. I'm just going to show you guys.
It's a vagina.
Yep. An angry
A
vagina.
fiery vagina. This is
I
what my
love those.
vagina would look like if I were a natural redhead, which, surprise, I'm not.
Thank God.
That would be a very terrifying vagina.
It
if
would.
That was what your vagina looked like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you are interested in winning one of these, become a patron. And if you're already a patron, then stay a patron and you will go
Continue
into the
being
giveaway.
a patron.
And Jesus Christ,
Yes.
thank you for being a patron.
John Latch says that with a healthy ovum, I could create my own Blythe. She wouldn't be the same though, dude. You gotta grow that clone. you know, and the circumstances are going to be different, epigenetics, and blah, blah, blah. It won't be the same Blythe.
Josh said, tongue-touched art. You're giving that shit away way too cheap.
No, we're going to touch the arts to other parts of ourselves for the higher priced stuff.
That's true.
If you're interested in that art, email us at damsels@dorkpride.com.
I don't think I flashed any money, but
I don't think so either, but
Yeah,
There we go. Also,
There you go. That piece of art, which we will unveil later, is boob touched now.
yes,
boob touched art.
twice boobed.
This sounds like something in a prophecy or fantasy book. Thou must quest for the holy item that is twice boob touched.
Yes.
The
I only wish it could be thrice boob touched.
It's true.
But maybe it still can.
Thrice the boobs must touch the paint. Twirl it, whirl it round thy taint.
No, don't do that.
I'm casting
we're
spells.
not rubbing anything on our taints.
I mean, for the right price, we
maybe
would.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just my
you
taint.
guys know that we are cheap.
Right?
Like our prices are low.
My taint is meaningless to me.
You know, I will pretty much do anything for elephant cookies. So,
but the rest of us have like real monetary prices.
Right.
So
Yeah.
elephant cookies plus some scratch.
Sure.
The one other change to Patreon, I am going to leave to you two to talk about because it's really exciting and I think other people are going to be really excited about it. But it's your thing.
That right there.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Do you want to talk about that?
Yes. So, my friends, if our Patreon, if and when, let's hope, we get to $750 a month, Amanda and I are going to have our own bonus podcast episode accessible only to patrons wherein we talk about our Dungeons & Dragons game and all the stupid bullshit our characters have been doing.
What do you mean, stupid? No, you're right.
Yeah, it is a lot of stupid fucking bullshit. Occasionally we do awesome bullshit, but mostly it's stupid bullshit. But we love talking about it. Yes. And we think you will too.
We do.
I mean,
yeah.
The segments where you guys are talking about what your characters are doing in your current campaign have been really popular. So if you guys, we want to give Amanda and Rissy a forum where they can take some time and really discuss the adventures that their characters are going on. So that will be hopefully...
Actually, it's about to get real interesting in our game.
There you go. So
yeah, some big shit just happened.
That'll be a monthly bonus podcast that you have to get by signing up for Patreon.
Yes, get us to $750 a month and we will lave you with the sweet fluids of our D&D campaign.
We're going to lab them?
We can lab them too,
okay.
Right?
Sure.
And we're not too far from that goal right now.
Actually, yeah, we're very close.
Well, we were, but some of these... Yeah, we had some cards declined, which takes our total back down until people fix their cards. Yeah. So...
So we will be close.
We're not as close as we were. But hopefully we will be again.
Everything will be fine.
It goes like this. It's fine. That's how Patreon works. We're okay with it.
Murder Hobo Corner. Thank you, Josh. That's a great name.
So that, yeah. And just a quick mention. I think we mentioned it on the Drunk Pridecast, but in the past, if you wanted to watch it, you had to be a patron, but you could listen to it later and not be a patron. And unfortunately, we are locking that down also. All bonus episodes, including the Drunk Pridecast, are going to be patrons only. And if you're a patron, you should have your own private Patreon feed, and you can get all the information there. There's also a post about all the changes on our Patreon. So if you want to go to patreon.com/Damsels of Dorkington, it has all this information plus more. And you can, get all the information. And if you have any questions, by the way, do not hesitate to reach out to us, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or Patreon itself. We are happy to answer any questions you have because we love you.
Heart, indeed.
The last time we podcasted was before we did our photo shoot, but For those of you
Yes.
who don't know, we did a photo shoot while we were together in Kansas City last week that we're really excited about some of those photos coming out. And I also am thinking we're going to put most of them out publicly, but we might reserve a few for patrons only. We're trying to find ways to thank our patrons for being patrons. So
Give you the special things is.
yeah, we want to make it worth it for you guys.
We're being the special peoples.
Are you intentionally touching me?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Then it's okay.
I wasn't. But
Where was she touching?
now I am.
Rissy, show us on the doll where Amanda was unintentionally touching you.
Right here.
Right there.
If by
Oh.
the doll, we
Well,
mean her.
Yeah, your own body. Well, I guess
Yes.
that's okay.
Also, I pulled her earbud out.
Yes.
Because that's a thing that I do.
Okay, so I think that's all the fucking boring ass business, but also
Hooray!
really exciting stuff. So we hope you guys are excited because I know we are.
We sure as shit are.
Did anybody do
I
anything?
am really excited to hopefully talk about our D&D characters more.
I know. I'm really excited for you guys to have that like kind of outlet where you can record it and get it all out and have it.
That means
No,
she's
but
sick of
no,
hearing
no.
us talk
Where
about it.
you don't have to.
No, that's not
listen to
true.
it.
I honestly, I will listen to it when you do it. But yeah, it'll just be nice to kind of have that and have it preserved. And I think someday you guys will really appreciate being able to look back on it like that.
Just as like proof of something.
Of how great we were.
Like, what happened here? Hang on. We can go back. We can pull up the podcast.
Right? We're gonna be like, back in my day, I had a character who was 17th level, and one of us went, no, you didn't, you old bitch, because we'll be in a nursing home at this point. I'm like, well, let's go bring up
Right.
the old podcast.
God damn it. Stop. I lost the words because I have dementia already. That's just me. That's not old me. That's just me right now. Let's move on because
Yes.
I've forgotten what we're talking about.
Did anybody
I've
do
had 2
anything
beers.
interesting for New Year's?
No, it was great.
I know, me neither.
Just sat around watching episodes of Fringe. I guess that's geeky.
No, Amanda did something interesting because she texted us about how her Uber driver was weird.
Oh man, Kansas City is so full of weird Uber drivers.
Really?
I've had some seriously awful experiences with Uber here. I'm just like, you are all idiots. They're like, I don't know this part of town in every part of town.
That's weird.
A Jamaican guy,
I keep stealing your earbud.
or at least he had a very thick Jamaican accent, and his car was full of horrible Jeebus music, and he wouldn't stop talking. And I'm like, no, don't ask me things. Don't make me talk to you.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, because it's one of those, like, the Jeebus music is like,
Yeah.
I've had
And,
that
yeah.
happen where we got into an Uber and they were playing Christian music, and I was just like, ew, is this because we told you we're from Texas? Because you should not make assumptions based on that.
I think they just play whatever they want to, and it doesn't matter what you.
Well, he later
Which,
changed
like-
it to like shitty jazz, and we were like, oh God, go back to the Christian station.
You're
Yeah.
making it
you're
worse.
making it worse.
No, New Year's Eve. So it's like 9. So early-ish still. And I get an Uber to my friend's house who's having a party. And I get into an Uber, and it's the first time I've been in an Uber that like the car smelled really strongly of cigarette smoke.
Ugh.
Because they're like, obviously there are no rules about what an Uber driver does in their
in
off
their
time.
own car, right?
Right. Because that would be
the
ridiculous.
car was full of socks, if you get my drift.
No, that's not true. It was clean. It just was stinky. Which it was one of those like, oh, this is kind of unpleasant, but whatever. But then he was also playing horrible music, horrible like butt rocky music.
Butt rock. So like Nickelback?
Yes,
Okay.
and singing along,
Oh God.
and like one of those like, I'm gonna impress you with the fact that I know these words. No, sir, you are not.
And we say that a hero can save us, not gonna stand your way.
You're giving me flashbacks.
I jumped over the moon. What?
What?
Yeah. But also the thing that bothered me the most, and actually the thing that led to me leaving him a less than stellar star rating.
Oh shit!
Is he was not wearing his seatbelt.
I thought
That's illegal.
I thought you were about to say pants.
I don't know if he was wearing pants. I assume he was wearing pants. I didn't look. I always sit in the back because I'm not gonna sit in the front.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be close to someone who's driving me somewhere.
No,
that's creepy. Not if I paid them to do it.
Yeah. Like I know dudes will sometimes sit in the front, but I feel like
that's because they're always struggling for like dominance hierarchy
Sure.
shit. What dudes do is not like what we do.
I'm gonna pay on this thing because it's mine now.
It's mine.
Yep. But yeah, so I got where I was going and I was just like, that bothers me.
I hold on to the wings of the eagle.
Now I'm doing it. Okay. But no, like his car was one of those that like will ding at you when you don't have the seatbelt buckled in on the driver's. Like it's telling you like, hey, asswipe, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It was dinging the whole ride?
Not the whole time, but like intermittently.
Oh.
And I know like because cars will do that because they want you to put your
seatbelt on.
It's the law, and also it's the safe way to be, and it's the thing you should do. And I'm sure a lot of you where I can't get into a car and not put the seatbelt on because it just feels weird.
Yeah.
It's so like that's such a
muscle
habit.
memory, basically.
It's a habit, but also it's like if it's not there, it's just like what's wrong? It's like when you're not wearing a watch that you wear all the time, or you're not wearing your glasses, or like something that you wear all the time. It's just like something is missing. Oh, right, my seatbelt. But yeah, so.
Also, I think cars should come with some kind of automated, like, excuse me, but it appears that you are singing along to Nickelback in your car. You should kill yourself.
I mean, maybe
no,
not that
the
harsh.
passenger.
No, it should just like run you off the road. It should be for you.
Like just the ejector seat.
That's gonna
and
be
you're
like
not buckled in, so
right,
you're not gonna be hauled in. You're just gonna fly off.
That's what the Google driverless cars are gonna do if you're singing along to Nickelback. Boing. Truly making the world a better place.
Yes.
I, for one, welcome our new Google overlords.
Yes.
I'm okay with it.
So then I got to this party, and it was mostly people that I knew.
That's nice.
Because it's mostly people that I know. But there were a few people there that I didn't know.
And you killed them.
And I did. I murdered them both. There were only two of them. One of them was like a friend of one of my friends, but then the other guy was a friend of this guy who is a friend of mine. So the friend of a friend of a friend, whatever. So he came in not knowing anybody at all. So of course I end up talking to this guy.
Oh boy.
And he is an artist, a self-proclaimed artist.
Oh boy.
Though he's also unemployed, and maybe he's going to go into construction or working with the homeless.
Is he also a DJ?
But he had a lot of shit to talk about other artists, and all the things he had to say were things that also applied to him. So he liked to talk about, he's like, yeah, man, artists drive me crazy. They're like, they get into their shit and then they like don't take care of themselves and none of them shower and they smell bad. This dude smelled real bad. Like this dude clearly had not, and it was just like an unwashed BO, like stinky, just like
not weed, but funk.
No, and not like a normal funk, like an unwashed funk.
Ew.
Yeah.
Not like pleasant male musk, but
just he hasn't showered in a little while. And
ew.
It was unpleasant.
Ew. You'd think if you're coming out of your cave of inspiration that you went into as a serious artist and you're going to mingle with the hoi polloi, that you could at least shower, you know.
You would think. And then he spent a good long time showing me his Instagram page.
Did you show him yours?
He did see mine. But then
did he ask?
He asked specifically because we were talking about art stuff, and I mentioned that I do stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I want to see your art," and I'm like, "Oh, like that's actually like all that's on my Instagram is art. Here it is. Here are some examples done." And he's like, "Wait, let me show you mine." And it's just like just the shitty generic like, here's a picture of half of my face. Which like if I'm your friend, then I want to see your artsy pictures, and if I'm not your friend, then I don't. I don't want to see.
So he was a photographer artist.
No, he was into filmmaking, is what he said.
Oh,
Into film.
Oh.
Stuff.
Okay.
But very generic. Just like he likes movie things.
He's not an artist at all. He's just unemployed. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Most people who are into filmmaking call themselves filmmakers.
Filmmakers,
Yeah,
right?
no, he did not.
Or auteurs.
Nope.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He's totally not remotely an artist. He was just trying to pick you up. That's fantastic.
Probably.
That's so great.
He was stinky and had on really tight skinny jeans.
Maybe he thought he was Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt doesn't wash himself. He's really not into showering. That is a true fact. So maybe he's like, well, if it works for Brad Pitt, then surely it will work for me.
Brad Pitt has other things going for Brad Pitt, like being Brad Pitt.
Yes.
And having Brad Pitt's money. That certainly helps.
Right. But, this sort of guy who's like, I will call myself an artist, and the babes will totally love it because they love artists.
Yes, except that he was in a room full of scientists and we're all like, don't care. But he was also like, how do you guys know each other? I'm like, oh, we, like, a lot of us work together, or like, that's generally how we've met. And then there's like branched out people from there. But like, a lot of us are, he's like, oh, what do you do? And I said, we're scientists. And he got really offended that that's all, like, he's like, I know that science is just more than one thing. I have a college degree. And it's like,
in film studies, no doubt.
Okay, I'm not trying to insult you by being generic, but most people don't care beyond that.
Yeah.
I say scientists and they're like, oh, that's cool. And if they want to know more, they ask more, but I don't just throw all the shit on them at once because I'm polite and aware that people don't care to know all the details about the things that you do.
This guy is such a chode.
Can I just point out that he introduced himself to you as an artist,
Yes.
which can mean
Yes.
many things.
Yes, and I didn't get offended that he didn't go into specifics because I did not care.
Right? Yeah,
Because I was like, that's fascinating.
I would bet at least $20 American on him having a film studies degree,
I'm
and
pretty sure he did.
with $60,000 in student loan debt,
Most likely.
and that he actually is not remotely an artist. He's just straight on unemployed. Yeah.
I mean, he did say that he's currently unemployed, but he's thinking about going into
Construction
because he liked set design. Like, okay, first of all, set design and just general construction are two very different things.
Yeah.
Like,
Especially,
set design and building a house, or like,
well, and not only
It's
that, but
not-
like entry-level construction, you don't get to design shit. You just get to put the concrete where so-and-so tells you to.
right? Yeah. Hilarious.
yeah.
Also, if you're an artist, are you ever actually unemployed? You could be, I'm an artist, I don't have a day job right now. I'm just doing my art.
That is a delight.
unemployed.
Right. But in that case, if you were actually doing your art right, you would at least have art to talk about. You'd be like, yeah, I don't have a day job right now, and I'd love to get one, but in the meantime, I'm.
Is it paying your bills? Then you're unemployed.
Oh, sure.
If it's not.
But I'm just saying that he should have tried to fill in that uncomfortable space with discussing his art, and if it was really cool, then, yeah.
Well, that sounds like a
Yeah.
good New Year's Eve, Amanda.
It's a good story.
was
It is a good story. I like that.
Story.
And then I tried to go home, and it was going to cost me 5 times what it cost to get there.
Yeah.
Yay, surge pricing.
I know, so I waited.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
clever.
I mean, it was
girl.
one of those, like, it was still early, and we were still hanging out, and I just started looking like, I'm not leaving yet. I mean, 5 times meaning it went from $5 to $25. But, like, when I'm used to paying $5, I'm not going to pay $25 to go to a place that, like, I would normally walk to if it wasn't 7 below.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which it literally was.
Yeah, it's been cold here. It's
Yeah.
good practice for where I'm
Yeah.
about to go.
Yeah. I don't like it, though. I like to be warm. I like warmer more than colder. I don't know if you knew that about me. As a female, I tend to be more on the cold side in feelings, but more on the warm side in how I like it to be.
That's sexist.
I know.
As a woman, will my feet ever feel warm?
Nope.
Oh God, mine. I can't feel them right now.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about turning on the space heater, but it's just gonna be noisy. So I'm like, I'll deal with it until we're done here.
I have these like Ugg slipper things that I am ashamed to wear out of the house, but they're real warm for wearing inside.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so that's, you can see them.
They're very cute. Yeah.
They're
perfect house
they're
shoes.
super warm. Like they keep my feet very, very warm.
That sheepskin dough.
Yeah. So there's that.
Well, how's 2018? I mean, I know we're only 3 days in, but my 2018 has started off very
Go on.
decidedly interesting. So I don't know if everyone else's has, but day one, I woke up covered in hives.
Aces.
How are the bees?
I wish they were beehives. I'd be super into it. Have never had an allergic reaction to basically anything in my life. It's certainly not like this. I have some minor allergies, as most people do, you know, in the summers and whatnot, but that's been the extent of my allergic reactions to anything. And so I woke up and
that makes sense as to why you were like so
panicking?
worried. Because I'm just like, pfft. I mean, that happens. Just
Yeah.
like
so
you gotta
when
wait it out.
Amanda has very sensitive skin.
Because that shit happens to me a lot. It's like it is the worst thing, and I know how horrible it is. And yeah, if I was experiencing that for the first time, I'd probably be freaking out as well.
Yeah,
Like-
so I was texting Rissy and Amanda because I have literally never like experienced true hives like this in my entire life. And I was like, at what point do I go to urgent care? Because everything was itching. I couldn't stop itching.
Girl,
No.
just cover yourself in turmeric.
No creams. I don't have turmeric. And no creams were fixing it. And I was slathering myself with hydrocortisone and nothing
You
was working.
scratch until it's so painful that the pain makes you stop feeling the itchiness.
That's the good
That
shit right
seems like a
there. Yeah.
Bad idea.
It is, but I've been there so many times because it's like I would rather be like, oh my god, my whole body stings. At least it's not itchy.
Yeah,
I
it was
know.
rough going
I'm-
to bed on Sunday night. I was
I
itching
can imagine.
so badly.
Yeah.
And then I woke up.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I woke up and it was all gone. And then as soon as I got out of bed, my feet started itching and it started all over again.
You got foot hives? What?
Yeah, like on the tops of my feet and on my ankles, and my knees were crazy bad on Monday. It was weird.
That is very weird.
But yeah, it started down on my feet and it moved right back up. Basically up to my hips, essentially. Just luckily it did not attack my vag. Thank God. Or
You didn't
anywhere
go wading
near
in
it.
toxic waste or anything like that recently, did you?
No. And then like my arms got really bad on Monday too. So I went to work and somebody finally was like, why don't you try an antihistamine? There's some in the like first aid cabinet. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Took like 3 hours for it to fully kick in, but once it did, everything calmed down and it went away. So
That's good.
Yep, good to hear.
but then so everything went away, and then a couple of hours later I got knocked on my ass by a migraine at 6 o'clock last night, and it really only let up about 6 o'clock today. So
You need a brain transplant.
migraines. Yeah, I went to the doctor today and she gave me a true migraine
Don't die.
medicine. Yeah,
Don't die.
Inotrex.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You won't die.
So yeah, it's not like a daily thing. It's just like a, oh shit, I feel it coming
Yeah,
on.
no, you feel it coming on and you take it and it
So
You can also get one of those cool circlet things.
circlet things.
There are these devices that you are supposed to wear that I saw somebody wearing one on a plane and had to look it up. And they are supposed to help.
like they look like one of those braces, like when someone has their head.
No,
like,
actually,
stabilized.
they look like props from Lord of the Rings. They look
I
like
was
something
thinking-
that Elrond would be
Oh,
wearing.
when you were putting your hands on your head, I was just thinking like a crown of thorns.
No, it's it basically it looks like something that Elrond of Rivendell would wear when he's feeling particularly
Elrond Hubbard.
Not Elrond Hubbard,
Okay,
he's
yeah.
gross. Like it's like grayish, and then like it has a blue thing in the center. But Melissa and I think we're like, what the fuck is that? And then we talked to her, and she was like, oh yeah, this is the thing I wear for migraines to try and keep them from coming on because they're really debilitating.
Yeah, but
and
is
then we
it
went
one
and
of
looked up
those just
online.
like
Actually, it
it's
didn't
copper and it adjusts your
chakras. No,
Okay.
there was at least some science attached to
Okay.
it from what I remember reading. And I mean, we still don't know shit about fuck when it comes to migraines, science-wise.
Yes.
So, I mean, for some people, even if it's only a placebo effect, if that actually keeps the migraines
If it
away,
works,
you know,
whatever works,
whatever.
works.
Yeah. But I thought it looked pretty cool.
There's always trepanation.
That's true. We can always crack open your skull.
Just bore a hole into your head to let the pressure out.
Yep.
No, thank you.
There have been times when I've like seriously
thought,
considered
like,
Have you guys ever seen that movie Pi?
no.
That's the thing that happens in it.
Okay.
Self-trepanation.
I mean,
Because
Yeah.
well, he doesn't get migraines; he gets cluster headaches.
that's worse.
Yeah.
You're
I-
making it worse.
Making it worse. See, I only get stress hives on my neck every so often, and then the only thing that works is not treating them gently. It's not antihistamines. It's not aspirin. I have to claw them off of my skin completely. I usually just take my fingernail and just carve off wherever that is and make it bleed, and then it scabs up and goes away. Otherwise, if I try anything else, they just multiply and they get more painful.
Yeah, pain is better than itchy.
Yeah.
Itchy
So I
is-
just
itchy is the worst.
So yeah, I just slice them the fuck off my flesh.
Because I feel like pain, like the stingy pain, like it's unpleasant, but you just want to leave it alone. Whereas
Right.
the itchiness, you just want to keep like. There's something about the like, I'm doing a thing that should make this better, and it's not. That makes it worse. I don't know.
Yeah, I like sticking a Q-tip in my ear for like 30 seconds. I don't want to stick a Q-tip in my ear for longer than 30 seconds.
30 seconds is a really long time.
I have very watery sebum.
But 30 seconds is a really.
Oh,
Oh, it feels so good when it's itchy and gross in there, and I'm like,
I give you like 10, maybe 15. I feel like 30 is way too long.
No, 30 is just enough to get
Yeah.
all the sauce.
Oh, gross.
Hey, Blythe, do you want to tell everybody about our pizza?
Oh my God, you guys.
God, we were so drunk.
Oh my God.
I already ordered a pizza.
Oh my God. You guys, if you listen to the Dork Pridecast, you know we ordered a pizza before we started.
John asked about it.
Before we started.
Yeah.
These
These motherfuckers, you guys.
So we thought it would come while we were on the air, and we were like, fuck it, we'll deal with it. We're drunk bitches. We need our
We'll just stuff it into our mouths like savages.
You guys can listen to us eat
Nom,
and
nom, nom,
or
nom.
watch us eat.
Nom, nom,
Exactly.
nom, nom.
and then rub it on each other and eat it all.
Right, sexily.
Well, I'm sorry that we couldn't give you that. We fucking tried.
They ran out of dough.
They called us after the podcast was completely over. It was an hour and a half after we had ordered. And they informed Amanda that they ran out of dough. How do you run out of dough at a pizza place?
Especially since they sent you an email saying we are open on Christmas Eve till 2 a.m. Be sure to call us if you want pizza.
Yeah, I got another one on New Year's Day.
Fuck
Don't
yourself.
forget, we're open like every day of the week.
Yeah.
It's just, or every day of the year. It's just like, sure you are. You're
just-
open. That doesn't mean you're.
And why
So-
did it take them an hour and a half to figure that out and let us know?
Right. Like,
Yeah.
At some point, you're getting all these orders coming in. You're like, we don't have enough dough to do this. We need to shut it down and start telling everyone right away that
Maybe the pizza place was run by Wario and Waluigi.
maybe.
Oh God.
But
So you guys
we
tell
had-
them what we did instead.
Craziness, bad
We-
things.
We'd finished the podcast. We'd been drinking quite a bit, expecting to have pizza to supplant the booze, and then we didn't. And so we're all like really drunk and hungry, and we're at my house, which means there's no food because I don't keep food here. There's only booze and ketchup and butter in my fridge.
Yeah.
She's not
These
exaggerating.
bitches know. Literally, I think there might be a couple eggs,
Yeah.
but they're probably old and I wouldn't eat them. There might be some cheese, but it's mostly booze and ketchup for some reason, just because
But
it keeps forever.
there
And
was-
butter.
And butter. Don't
And
forget
butter.
the butter. There was, however, an innocent victim nearby.
There was.
That was Blythe's long-suffering man creature, Sean.
Yep.
And we demanded, we were like, Sean, drive us to Quick Trip! We need food! Quick Trip is a Midwestern gas station.
That is open all the time.
Yeah, 24/7.
And Sean was sober enough to be able to drive.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of us,
Plus, we were like banshee. Banshees demanded taquitos.
which was clear when we got to the gas station by all the food that we bought. Buying stuff we didn't really want just because, like, I need
We
food
were just
to
really
cook.
hungry.
And
I
we
was
just-
I feel like all were
calories.
just stoned.
I'm sure they were.
I got a chicken taquito and an egg roll and
I got
a
two
bunch of other stuff.
I got 2 corn dogs and ate them both in the car before we got home. It's literally like a 2-minute drive. Because I was sitting there, we were in the gas station. I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of going to be sick. I need food in me right away. And so I did.
And you put corn dogs inside of you.
Yes, I did. 2 of them.
2 corn dogs in you.
And then we came back.
And we spilled Sour Patch Kids on Amanda's couch. Rissy and I spilled
and I
Sour
was like
Patch
picking
Kids
them out and eating them. They were good too.
which we didn't
but
discover
then-
until the next day, I think.
Yeah. But then we all realized that Sean had never seen The Room. So we decided we had to make him watch it.
Yep.
And of course, because we put on a movie and it's late and we're drunk, as soon as the movie starts, Blythe immediately falls asleep.
Hilarious.
Like
Leaving
Doyle
poor Sean.
rules.
Yes.
Yeah, leaving poor Sean to deal with The Room by himself.
Well, not
Well,
by
and with
himself.
Amanda,
You
yeah.
guys were there.
Yes. We
But
were.
we're not any help.
No.
You
So the
know.
movie is over.
We're drunk, cackling mad
Right.
women by that point, like just devouring Sour Patch Kids out of the couch.
And all the other shit that we had bought.
yeah. I'm surprised none of us made it out with a bag of Funyuns.
Oh yeah, Funyuns. Horrible.
We had corn nuts and Cheetos.
Oh, that's right.
and
Somebody bought
popcorn.
corn nuts. Why?
ranch corn nuts, and then it was Sean, and he didn't finish them, and he opened them and he ate them again, and I was like, those smell horrible. Can you please
They
finish them
do.
quickly? Turns out he didn't finish them the second time either.
Well,
So we
'cause they're
got
corn nuts.
home, and we're sitting at home, and motherfucker opens the corn
He's
nuts
like,
again.
"Ooh,
And I'm
I
like,
still
"Oh,
have more
for the
corn
love of
nuts."
God, I hate ranch and I hate corn nuts, and ranch corn nuts can eat my butt.
Welcome to Texas.
Yeah.
So gross.
But so the movie finishes, and it's late, and it's time for everyone to go home.
oh my God, he came to go away. She's
Yes.
talking about the movie now. You missed the corn nut moment. Go back into your hidey hole.
So then Sean is like, Blythe, it's
Oh
time
no,
to get up.
don't tell this.
Oh no! Oh, we're telling this.
It's time to get up. It's time to go so we can go to sleep. And Blythe was having none of it.
Yeah, she referred to herself as Sleepy Blythe. She's like, I'm not Blythe, I'm Sleepy
Right.
Blythe.
She's like, no, I'm staying here.
I'm Sleepy
And
Blythe.
he's like, won't you be more like comfortable if we go back and we can sleep on a bed and you're not just curled up on a couch? And she goes, no, Sleepy Blythe is all that matters.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Sleepy Blythe is all that matters.
I was really sleepy. Guys, what you have to know about me is once I go to sleep,
You were possessed by a dark god.
I can't, like, I will do anything to stay asleep. I will say anything. I will tell you anything to make you leave me the fuck alone and let me go back to sleep.
Yes. And so she was.
Yes.
She's like, no, Sleepy Blythe is sleepy.
Yes. Oh, yes. Tautological argument is tautological.
So Sean is just like, come on. No.
No.
Ah.
He was like putting his fingers in my nose and my ear to get me to wake up enough to stop being sleepy Blythe.
Yes.
But what lesson did we learn, you guys? Sleepy Blythe is all that matters.
Oh,
That's good stuff right
It
there.
was adorable.
Pretty great.
It almost made up for not having any pizza.
Yeah, we really wanted pizza, and there was no pizza to be had.
So proud.
Yes.
So
So,
yeah, that was
Ah, the holidays.
yes.
that
A
was
time of festive cheer.
it was a good time. Yay,
I
Christmas.
think maybe it's time to wrap this shit up, maybe with a Dork Pride chat topic.
Oh, yes. So for the
Ooh.
Dork Pride chat, let's talk about New Year's resolutions, right? And like for geeks. So a New Year's resolution, a goal for 2018 that relates either to some horrible aspect of yourself that you hate and want to change. And my entire face does not count unless you are planning on spending like $70,000 on plastic surgery. Plastical surgery. But more like, you know, like actual good resolutions, like stop shitting myself in public or finish a short story.
I mean, one of those is more likely to happen for you than the other.
That's very true. And man, I haven't finished a short story in ages.
Exactly.
But no, actually, my New Year's resolution, like my geeky New Year's resolution, is to actually pay to have a short story of mine edited. Because, so I wrote this a short story. It's mostly written in the second person. And I think it's pretty great. So it's like you blah, blah, blah. And the loose idea is, what if a kind of wannabe starlet came to LA and met up with a Zamish, which is a group of vampires that can do this thing called flesh sculpting. So it is kind of about changing your whole face with plastic surgery, only evil. And I sent it to a very reputable published sci-fi magazine and got the holy grail of rejection letters, which is a personalized rejection letter that actually has like advice. I don't know if anybody out there is trying to get anything published, but most of the time it's a form letter.
No,
like,
a personal letter means like they actually read it.
Yeah, and they were like, look, you chose a really ambitious format and your reach was slightly beyond your grasp. There's a couple of things that you could change, and then I think you might have a winner on your hands. And I'm like, oh shit, like, fuck. That's actually a far better rejection than I expected to get. So that's my resolution, is to actually get this story edited by somebody who isn't me. So yeah, and then get that motherfucker published.
There's a lot of Sleepy Blythe talk on the chat. I just want to...
People are saying buttons that say Sleepy Blythe is all that matters. Yes. It's great.
There's a suggestion that you should read the book Go the Fuck to Sleep.
Yes, and Sleepy Blythe art. We could try you as a kitty cat. Sleeping. Shh, sleeping. Shh, sleeping.
First.
So what about you guys? What's your geeky resolution?
I mean, I don't know that it's necessarily geeky. Make more art. That's one of the things that I've been wanting to do.
So you're saying you're going to go into construction?
Or helping the homeless.
Or helping the homeless.
I'm just going to haul around materials.
And something with film.
Tell everyone I'm in film. One of the things that we did in Kansas City was, as you guys saw with the art that, we're giving away and whatnot, we just played with some art because Amanda and I wanted to make some things and try out some like fluid painting and that sort of thing. And it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. And I would like to do that a little more, which is one of the reasons that we kind of developed it into the Patreon, is because I spend so much time doing stuff for Damsels that I was like, well, if I roll it into it being a Damsel requirement, I'll actually get it done. Because
true.
That's you're making yourself achieve your goals.
Yeah, I mean,
living the dream. So.
Yeah,
I know how I work, so so that's kind of my goal. I also I started watching the Doctor Who Matt Smith seasons, and so it's definitely one of my goals this year is to at least get through Matt Smith, but getting caught up would be even better. I know you guys don't like Doctor Who. You don't have to. Fuck off.
I didn't say anything. I was trying to get her to stop reacting.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Amanda, what about you?
I'm pretty perfect the way I am.
Oh, girl, we know.
I'm not ticklish at all, so if that actually...
You chirp, though.
I know. Only for effect. I can control it.
Uh-huh.
See?
Amanda, what's your resolution? To start a jug band?
Yep. I just did.
I thought it was to blow more.
Check. Done.
Achieved. Bleep bloop.
3 days
Achievement
in.
unlocked.
Already finished.
All goals completed.
Yep. Yeah. No, what we already talked about it. I was gonna lose all the weight.
Oh, right. Yes, all the weight.
What else?
So-
That's all I remember.
Don't
about
you have a thesis to finish?
Oh, right.
Oh, right.
Nope, nothing to do this year. No, sir, not for Amanda.
You know, just keep podcasting. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Over the weekend,
I
I had all the plans to write, and ended up working on making this app thing instead. 'Cause it was fun.
Sure, why not?
Because I will get distracted by things I want to do more.
Come on, Amanda. Finish
Easily.
your thesis so we can start referring to you as Dr. Amanda.
Yes, and we can say you have this doctor degree.
Actually, I'm also going to refer to you as Dr. Raging _ Bonner.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
We need you to be able to tell us this for sure with your doctor degree.
I know.
We can even get you a shirt that says that.
The thing is, like, I'm so, yeah. But then I have to move. And so I have to, like, part of finishing my thesis is also looking for postdoc positions. And that's more of the thing that I...
Yeah, move to Dallas. Problem solved.
Yeah, Scott told me you have like 2 paragraphs in your discussion left to write.
Yeah.
You're
you
that
can do
close?
that.
Amanda, finish it, and then move to Dallas, and we can podcast
Western is
together.
fucking awesome, dude.
I like, also over the weekend, I was watching some stuff and just getting more and more enraged about this country. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm going to Europe somewhere.
Shit, yeah, dude.
And started looking up, like, postdocs in Europe.
Doesn't El Presidente of France, Macron, didn't he put out some announcement saying, hey, American scientists, your country is run by doofuses. Come here.
No,
I mean,
please
most of Europe will accept American scientists.
guys, if we're in 3 different countries, we're never gonna survive.
At least she's like, she will be in a relatively similar time zone. Like, if I'm
Yeah,
in
but
Europe,
you
there's
won't.
no, like, if I'm like 8 or for her 10 hours ahead, we would never do anything. Because
I only 1 off of Central.
oh, are you?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I thought you were further west.
I'm 1 hour earlier.
I thought you were.
We're still east of the Rockies.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's British Columbia on the other side.
Well,
Yeah.
get it finished, but please, for the love of God, don't leave the country.
You could go to UT Southwestern. That's a great place. They have so much awesome science and so much money. And then you could live in Dallas with Blythe.
Yeah, but then I'd be in Texas.
You would, which is big and hot and full of Texas, but you'd be at UT Southwestern.
But you'd be in Texas with me. We
know,
can
that's
move
fine.
in
You don't
together.
have an inn there because it's Stowers, and you know our former main dude was once the former main dude of UT Southwestern. So
Sure.
they are
I'm
hungry
just-
for Stowers people. They
I'm just
practically
saying.
went down on me to convince me to go there for graduate work.
Well,
yeah,
sold.
Move in with me. Sean and I will buy a house. We'll set up a whole podcasting / art room, and we will touch tongues as much as you want and art as much as you want, and it'll be amazing.
Yeah, we want to
Okay. I'm sold.
Sean,
Go
Sean
work
has
for that
come out to
songbird
agree. He
motherfucker
wants
they
you
got
to
at
move here
UT
too.
Southwestern.
so we can get a house.
I
And also have Amanda. 'cause she's like,
Go
Oh,
away. Go away.
don't think that's what he's saying. You're talking over him, but I think he's saying bad things about me.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it when we
Probably.
finish this podcast. I just don't. That's all. Anyway, do it. 2 paragraphs. Do it.
All right, whatever. I'll think about it.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Well, I think that is actually going to be it for us for this episode of the Dork Pridecast. Of course, as always, we want to give a big thank you to Sarah Donner for allowing us to use music off of her latest album, Black Hole Heart.
Check out our Patreon at patreon.com.
You skipped Blythe.
Wait, oh, sorry. Yeah.
It was my turn.
Okay, sorry.
There's see the
You
purple?
Yeah.
can find the Damsels on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and probably other places. YouTube, you're probably already here right now, but that's okay. Wherever. Go to dorkpride.com. Oh, I forgot to mention everything is on super sale on dorkpride.com, you guys. Like, these are sale prices we have literally never offered before. Please, for the love of God, get this shit out of my living room. Go buy it. I will send it to you. I'll throw in extra things if you buy things. I promise. I'll rub them on my butt if that's what you want. Please, I don't want it in my living room anymore. I live in a one-bedroom apartment.
Sales pitch. Okay. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Damsels of Dorkington, where besides becoming one of our favorite people, you can also get access to rewards that are only available there, such as being on the list of super awesome patrons that we thank at the end of the podcast, like these special thank yous done for the first time. And what kind of voices are we doing them in, guys?
You get to...
Wait,
in the chat, Josh
can
says,
we make them,
Sleepy Blythe wants you to buy their stuff.
I like that Sleepy Blythe is a they.
No,
their stuff, meaning
their
our.
stuff is our
No,
stuff.
I like that Sleepy Blythe is gender neuter.
Now, neuter.
And is a they,
Okay.
Or the royal we.
I've been
roller,
neutered.
yeah.
Excellent. What if we make everyone into different kinds of artists or scientists?
Okay. Well, first off, since I get to do the special thank yous.
No, we all share the special thank yous
God
now.
damn it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna get in before Amanda. Mary Henderson is a world famous developmental biologist. Because developmental biology is the best of all sciences.
Hit her,
Joshua
please.
Griffiths.
Hit her.
Joshua Griffiths is a very serious artist. He likes to do art and also like film and
Helping the homeless.
which is funny because Joshua Griffiths actually is an artist. He's a photographer, but we're not mentioning that because in this instance, he's everything else. He's all the other types of artists wrapped into one, and he's probably going to help the homeless.
Yeah.
We would also like to thank Richard Hirsch, who is a very specific kind of artist, but he's a performance artist.
Oh boy.
But what he does in his performance art is he fooled a banking company into giving him a job, and now he goes to that job basically every day, and he has an assistant, and he
acts like a banker. And
and it's like very serious performance art.
Yeah,
So thank
troll
you.
of a lifetime. So Josh and Jessica Rowell they actually run a lab. They are both artists and scientists. So what they study is the evolution of dicks in primates. And so very interestingly enough, humans do not have dick bones. So that is what they're working on to study why we don't have our dick bones and where did the dick bones go? And can you recreate dick bones in humans? So what they do is they grow dicks from dick stem cells, which are totally a real thing. And they grow imitation dicks, and then they try to see if they can Evo Devo style recreate dick bones by turning on certain sets of genes. And then when they do, they take those artificially created dick bones and they turn them into jewelry.
I love it.
So, oh no,
You deleted the show notes.
It's
I clicked the X instead of the tab.
Amanda,
Instead of
it's
close
you
it.
and it's Sean Palmer.
Actually, Sean Palmer is working with the Rowells. He is an artist who likes to create cover art for magazines for their work, where he just takes dick bones and covers them in paint and then throws them against canvases and whatever comes out.
Like ejaculation.
Yes.
Cool. That sounds really cool.
Ejaculart.
Last but not least, we would like to thank John Kozlowski, and he is actually a scientist, but he says he's a scientist because what he's an actual scientist of is a thing that very few people have actually heard of. John Kozlowski is a scientist of the wash rag variety, and what he does is he takes various washcloths made of different materials, and he studies how bacteria and other things grow inside of washcloths, and then he looks at them microscopically with his microscope, and
which is apparently his eyes.
Well, no, he has special eyes that are also a microscope. And
look at those washcloths with your special eyes.
Yes, and so he looked at the different bacterias on the different types of cloth, and then he tries to create new kinds of cloth and fabric and material to make a washcloth that will allow as few bacteria to grow and survive in it as possible. So he is a washclothian scientist, but you've probably never heard of it.
Well, and he just received a grant recently, so he's going to quickly be infused with all sorts of dirty washcloths lying around his house.
A grant and R1 grant could pay for a lot of fucking washcloths.
In just a few days, he will have an assistant showing up who will just be leaving.
Right, he can have a great lab tech
all over the place.
Yes. Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of dirty washcloths.
Is it an assistant or is it a subject who's like just rubbing things?
I'm not opposed to that. If I were that person, I would say those words.
Yes.
Okay, so those are our special thank yous. We also would like to thank Carlos Macera, Jason Sanchez, William Priest, Adam Rowe, Joseph Harris, Darren Wilson, Kevin Larson, who is a brand new patron, and we love you for it. Also, thank you to April Barker, Marion Lincoln, and Stephen Kendall. So all of you guys make it possible for us to keep doing this, and we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Really.
Extra lots. So thanks for joining us, everyone. This has been episode 72 of the Dork Pridecast. We will see you all next week.
Deuces!
Shit.